So I have a lot of really neat stuff that I can go over today, specifically with the old website here. Now the website's grown substantially, tons of visitors, well over, I think we're getting close to 1 million visits per month in the user base. It actually might be a little over 1 million. And I'm starting to have to optimize for every little thing. And there's so much cool stuff that we can do to make our website faster, better, stronger. Like that song, right? But the big thing is Google. Google Fonts is something that we all use for the most part. I think almost every theme is built with Google Fonts in mind. You get a lot of other stuff happening with Google. I just kind of wanted to show the website and kind of some modifications I made to it through an article called Switching from Google Fonts to Bunny Fonts. And it was actually a pretty good speed up on the GT metrics when I actually type in my website here, which let's get on the desktop and just go over this real fast. So over on our desktop, we have GT metrics. Over here is kind of, there's a lot of different sites you could use to analyze your traffic, but I think GT metrics does a pretty decent job. I kind of like the score they give. There's a lot of the really neat stuff. Specifically like the waterfall tracking. I really like to see kind of what's happening with my site and other spots I can use to improve it. So let's see what I'm doing wrong here, because there's no perfect website that everything's done right. Maybe a website with like 5 words on it and that's it. But when you have a lot of stuff on your website, you're going to just run into issues or performance, things that you can do better and improve upon. So for me, obviously the thing that sticks out the most is the total blocking time. Now, this might help a little bit on the TBT, but not as much as you think. If we go over there, you can see everything's pretty low here. And if we troubleshoot this further and we go to like the waterfall, what's happening? You'd see this JPEG is a bit extreme. I could close that down. And we could see Cloudflare Insights is adding a good bit of milliseconds. So maybe turning off Cloudflare Insights somehow, I might be able to do that. And then we could see old Google Ads also causing a slowdown on the website. But overall, it's a pretty good website. It's fast. It's a lot faster than 99% of most websites that are using like WordPress or something really shoddy that's going to have way worse performance than this. So let's go over to Bunny Fonts. And it has most of the same fonts as Google does, but it is GDPR compliant, which is great. It's also a drop-in replacement for Google Fonts. So it's simply swapping out the fonts Google APIs.css with fontsbunny.net.css, and you can see that I put all that in the installation guide right here on the website. So drop it in, or if you, let's say you're using WordPress, it's not going to be some magical replacement. I say stop using WordPress, but I know a lot of big companies, or you already have a legacy design team or something that put it all in WordPress because they just don't know any better. And, you could do a drop-in extension if you want. I highly recommend changing the code, but for those less tech savvy out there, there is that. It is also open source and more privacy first. Which is something that I think is going to be more of a thing coming up in the future of the web, something that I think really looking at the traditional blog and how it's kind of dying. I really am trying to look at getting ahead of that curve, because with AI, which I don't talk much about the channel, I think it's really killing a lot of the traditional blog, or will kill the traditional blog maybe altogether, depending on how egregious it is. I just want to get ahead of being so dependent on big tech while also improving tracking, privacy, and also just speed on the site. It's not like a mission statement or anything, like some people get kind of crazy with it. But for me, it's like when you have a drop-in replacement, it's much easier, it's a bit faster, and you don't have nearly the problems that you have with Google API. Why wouldn't you do it? That's my thing, is when you see an open source alternative that's better than the Google font alternative, why wouldn't you use it? And the answer is you just don't know any better. And that, at least that was it for me, is I just didn't know any better until Digital Sparky sent me a email. It was like, hey man, you should switch over this from your Google APIs. You'll get a little bit more. And a couple more things for some future videos for speeding up this website as well is I recently switched from Netlify to Cloudflare. Well, I got an email from Larry, and Larry was like, hey man, I see it's not an either or. Why not just use both and then do like a round robin with DNS? So some things are served with Netlify, and some things are served with Cloudflare. You don't have to, host a static site in one spot. That kind of defeats the thing. I mean, hell, when it comes to Netlify and Cloudflare, it's already getting pushed out with a CDN. Why not just use multiple CDNs, multiple providers? That's going to improve, your redundancy, reliability, and possibly even your performance, depending on where people are located. Maybe a CDN and Netlify is better off in another country. You just don't know. And then fixing total blocking time, which I kind of touched a little bit in this, which Bunny Fonts does help a tad bit, but really de-bloating a lot of the JavaScript. Some of that's just rewriting the website, but I also was looking at something called Party Town, which came from another comment where you replace or downsize a lot of that JavaScript so it's not doing as many calls, so you don't get that blocking time that leads to longer full load times. So that's some things I'm looking at on my website. I just love diving into this stuff and just know that there's always things where you improve, always constantly looking at stuff to where I can improve it and get better, make a better website. Because I still think having your own independent website away from social media, away from everything in there, you can put it anywhere you want, and you never have to worry about it getting taken down because you own it, and it's widely distributed by you. So that's one thing I really want to kind of touch on in this new year. Is I will be making more of these website videos as I dive deeper into some of these newer things. I find too many lazy web developers that are just tossing up a WordPress on like a VPS or something like that. Don't do that. I really think you need to start evolving those skills, because those WordPress websites are just going to be left in the dust in a new age that's coming. And I think being able to pivot really fast and learning these newer skills, specifically for websites, is super important and definitely a focus for me this year. So stay tuned for that. And with that, let me know what else I need to learn, because a lot of these comments and a lot of the stuff I get from my day-to-day comes from y'all. So with that, I'll see you in the next one.